I literally just filmed a whole break-even video and my fucking mic wasn't connected to the audio. Guys, this video is going to be about retracements and retests. They're the same thing. I just like to use different terms for slightly different things in the market. So before I show you how we're going to do this, I want to show you something real quick. Got the $750 Dark Saber. Okay. Ooh. This thing's a little flimsy though. Ah! And real quick, this full-size Sauron helmet, I've spent some money on this, some real type of money. Side view. Holy shit, when you speak in this, it blows your eardrums out. Holy fuck. Give me your fucking money. Oh, I can't be saying that word. Shit. Alright, y'all. Enough fucking around. Let's get to work. I cannot believe I was muted this whole fucking time. I'm gonna crash out, y'all. I hate wasting time. Alright. It's been like 6-7 days since I've posted. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's been 6 days. But I'll shoot 2 videos out per week or more if I feel like it. I've been very busy recently. So, yeah. With that being said, let's get into it. Oh my gosh, gotta regain my breath. And that's just because I have allergies and I can't fucking breathe like George. Okay. So guys, let's get into this right now. Retracements and retests. They are quite literally the same thing. Forget about retests. Retracements. There are mini versions, small versions, big versions, mega versions. There are some versions you might not even really see with pattern recognition. Versions you kind of have to, catch from understanding price movement. So let's get into the first very simple retrace. And if you guys are not new to this, you'll stay around because there's smaller things I can teach you. Retracement. And there's retracements basically in every single candle, but we are going to spot important retracements because fuck everything else. There's no need to understand everything. We're not gods. Okay? Can't do all that. There's no reason. We don't need market analysis paralysis. So these 2 retraces are something you could call a retrace to the upside and a retrace to the downside. But the goal with retraces are to help gain more proof that we are going a specific direction. Some may say, oh, we're moving up. Retrace down to go back up. Sure. But, when I was trading this market, we've just grabbed a bunch of liquidity. After all of this manipulation up, we're probably going to move down. So the real important retrace in here is the retrace that goes back up a little bit and then back down. Now, what is a retrace? Quickly, a retrace is a point in the market where price needs to go back up or down to grab other price, other orders, fill gaps so they can, move away or move past. Basically, a retrace is when market moves back to something for a specific reason. And if we can figure out this reason and predict these retracements when they are finished, when they are done, we can use them right away to place a trade and make money. So, we, right here, retrace into equilibrium. Okay. We also retraced, well, the bigger retrace was actually on S&P, whereas here we retraced into a 5-minute or 3-minute, just a 3-minute fair value gap, and then we kept moving down. So not only did we retrace into equilibrium, but we also retraced into a 3-minute fair value gap, and we on the 1-minute came out and pretty much filled it up, inversed a bullish fair value gap. I mean, I didn't place this today because I had no reason to move down whatsoever. I took a long today and I caught a bunch of price around this area. But a lot of people also took shorts. Just going to mark out this whole trade so you guys can really understand. Target this 5-minute point max. So, successful trade, as you can see. And this movement up was all to go back down. Now, how did we know that this retrace was going to help us move to the downside? When we came up and filled this gap, sure, on the 1-minute, we closed above it. But on the 3-minute, as you saw, we closed below it. Then, that allowed us to understand that price was probably going up to grab stuff to go back down. Then, when we inversed this 1-minute fair value gap, we knew that this was our chance. After literally sweeping 5,000 things on S&P and NASDAQ, touching equilibrium on both charts, S&P just showed proof that we were going to fucking move down. And guess what we did? We moved down. Very simple. Let's go on more, but quick recap. Basically, every move up or down can be considered a retracement for anything, any direction. The key is what matters, what's prominent. That's why we have a daily bias and a bias overall, which is what I will be talking about eventually. But I just need you guys to get used to the basics. So, next retrace. Ooh, what's in here, guys? And quickly. How can we decipher a quality retrace versus something that really doesn't matter too much? Well, here's a bunch of candles in a retracement going into fair value gaps. That's quality. Here's just 2 candles going into a fair value gap. That's good quality. Here is a very small fair value gap being retraced into with 1 candle. It's fine. It's not the best. Though, since we had a big retracement down here and down here, doesn't matter. But But the goal is not to place off the small stuff. The goal is to place off bigger stuff, because the small stuff is usually when you are too late to the game and price is already moving to the upside. Let's see what else we can find real quick. These two. They retraced into nothing. The up, down. The down moved into nothing. Okay, the up, down. The down moved into nothing up here too. So these retracements, as yes, they're technically retracements, they simply do not matter. Okay, they simply do not matter. I want you guys to tell me where the retracements are. Two big retracements. Where are the two big retracements in this box? Pause the video. The two big retracements in this box are, number one, this one. All of this, right? Hold up. And then this big old one, right? Right. Boom. When I was trading today, I placed, I think, where did I place? I placed mid retrace. Mid fucking retrace, baby. I made a 1 to 77.7. I caught everything before the retrace was even finished. That's right. Right there. How did I do that? Early morning, we had a fat retrace into all of this price, all of these points. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, or my bad, 1 point, 2 point. Grabbed all of this. Let me come all the way up here. Big old retrace with bullish bias, baby. Bullish fucking bias. I had no reason to come all the way back down here to then go all the way back up here. No. I had no reason for that. I had reason to move up. Guess what we fucking did? We moved up. Not only was my bias correct, but I had a massive... Where was this? We skipped past this massive 5-minute fair value gap to then grab... Just tick into this. We grabbed this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And we closed above in one candle. Heaven. Heaven. Fucking heaven. Okay. It was sheer proof that we were going to move up. And guess what we did? We fucking moved up. So, that was an important retrace. I did not place my trade off of something like... Look. Though it did come into this 1-minute fair value gap on the 5, and this will make sense more in the future. It wasn't enough. There was no 5-minute retrace, just a 1-minute retrace with some bias. It's not something I would trade. I'm not here to rush. I'm here to wait for manipulation and, you know, like a more of a B or a C plus setup. A plus setups are rare. Today was like a B. But I'm not here for D setups, bruh. I ain't here to fail trading, bro, like I failed high school. This shit I have to take serious. So there's no reason you guys should be looking for these just small, you know, up, down, small little candles that fill a 1-minute fair value gap. We're looking for the 5-minute retracements. Okay, with like 1-minute confirmation midway after the retrace to get a trade in early. I'll help with those things later. Help you understand these things later. But we're looking for bigger retracements because we can basically place the trade as we go down. We can basically place the trade halfway back up. Or if we are, going down, we can place the trade halfway back down after going all the way up for this retracement, instead of placing, after we touch a prominent point, which then usually right when you place, price just tends to go back up to this fucking point here. Okay, we're looking for big retracements because they show big reason in why price is moving. I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. I am back. So that's why we look for bigger retracements, because they actually matter. Just like how I'm not going to use this 1 minute fair value gap from all the way over here, right here. There's bigger things that matter. Like the fact that all the way down here, 5 minute fair value gap. 5 minute fair value gap. 5 minute fair value gap. All got destroyed. This 1 minute, this small thing does not matter. I hope it makes sense. The last thing I'll speak about today on this video is a small retracement that we can use. Let's say for some reason this retrace wasn't enough for you. Or let's say we closed, let's say instead of closing up here, we closed more down here. Still above this fair value gap, but it's a bit weird. It's still far down. There's a far less hammer candle and a far more chance for us to just, keep going back down. Okay. Well, what we can do is we can wait for some more small confirmation that, yeah, shit's probably going to be moving. Like, let's just say this red candle. Let's say it went down a little bit more into this fair value gap. Big old hammer candle, which shows confirmation towards the upside more than towards the downside. Place our trade then. Right, let's see what happens. Boom. Though this was a prominent point and we would have got stopped out right here at break even. For my other trade though, no. Right? The retrace didn't touch my break even. Right? The retrace. Shh, that scared the fuck out of me. The retrace was far enough away from my break even, or from where I placed, where it didn't stop me out. So, with that being said, that's how you could use a smaller point, just for a little bit of extra confluence. But if you don't have big confluences in your trade, not saying you need a retrace in your trade like this, nor do you even need a retrace. You can continuate, you can do without, you can use big inverse fair value gaps. There's many ways to trade, but you can't just be using small confluences. You need reason, you need manipulation, you need power in your trade. So with retracements, this is the real deal. This is the real power. Right? But though these can be used for smaller additions. With that being said, I want you guys to find 3 bigger retracements. Doesn't matter if you're completely correct or right, or correct or wrong. Just try to find 3 big retracements and then try to find 4 smaller ones where, you know, price is moving on like this into something, right? Like, for example, this. It's moving into this fair value gap and this one. And then it moves out. It doesn't need necessarily a break of structure, but if you find one that's better, boom, break of structure. Tick over, break of structure. Boom. This might not go because, yeah, but 4 of those and 2 big ones. That being said, that's your homework. I hope what I am doing is good, and I hope the way I'm teaching you guys is, you know, good for you. I hope you guys are able to learn. If any questions you guys have, please give me them in the comment section, please. I really would like to hear anything you have to say. I'm glad to help. That being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.